Well, good evening, folks. Good morning, good evening, depending on your current location. Firstly, I want to introduce myself. I'm George Kennedy, the Steering Committee Chair for Weah County Sports Steering Committee 2025-2026 National County Sport Meets. I'm here along with my comrade.
And I'm Moses F. Williams. I'm the co-chair for mobilizations of the Sports Steering Committee 2025-2026 National County Sports Meets.
I'm Joe D'Souza, a member of the Steering Committee.
I'm Allison, welfare chairman for the committee.
So my name is Ignatius Massa, member of the Steering Committee.
So, the Sports Steering Committee of Weah County, we are here, posted at the SPD Sport Complex to give our position statement on the delay of the protest, precisely on the game between we and Grievances County. So the press statement reads: Weah County plays National Sports Meets authorities on formal notice over rules and violation and administrative irregularities. Weah County, Republic of Liberia, January 9, 2026. Weah County hereby issued this public statement to place on record its position concerning the quarterfinal match of 2025-2026 National County Sport Meets between Weah County and Grievances County, and the subsequent action and omission of the tournament official, which raised serious issue of irregularity, compliance and procedural fairness and administrative legality. This statement is issued in good faith. Like I repeat, this statement is issued in good faith in the interest of pursuing judicial relief. Backgrounds and undisputed facts. Grievances County administrative protest. In an administrative protest, which was upheld by the protest committee, and later affirmed and issued by any public body, notified disciplinary sanctions, red cards, or accumulated yellow card arising from that match. In the subsequent quarterfinal match against Weah County, Grievances County fielded a player serving had an automatic suspension from a red card, and 2 players serving automatic suspensions of accumulated yellow card. 2 players red card and sustained yellow card in the previous game with Grand Basil and Grand Judah County. To be clear, the facts are not materially disputed. Weah County maintained that the above action constitute clear violation of the rules and regulations of the National County Sport Meet, which align with internationally accepted football governance standards, including those of the FIFA and CAF, the Confederation of African Football. Of particular concern is reliance on a purported clearance letter issued by the chairman of the organizing committee, Mr. Bolton Kennedy. The letter was issued without evidence of properly constituted committee decision. The letter was executed without properly constituted committee decision. The letter was not published, gazetted, or formally circulated to participating counties prior to the match. The letter contradicts the organizing committee's own pronouncement and no rules of the competition authorize an individual to privately merit disciplinary sanctions affecting players' eligibility. Accordingly, Weah County does not recognize the legal validity of the correspondent mandatory circumstances under the rules. We continue. Article 17 of the tournament rules provide a self-executing sanction for the fielding of ineligible players. I repeat, Article 17 of the tournament rules provide a self-constituted sanction for the feeding of ineligible players. The prescribed circumstances fortify of the match. International best practices is unequivocal that protest ruling or administrative award of points do not extinguish. I repeat, protest ruling or administrative award of points do not extinguish sanction regarding simplex stated and red cards accumulated, yellow cards and automatic suspension unless lawfully set aside by competent jurisdiction. The idea that this point is cultivating is that when a player sustains a yellow card and there is a dispute between two teams, when the points are being awarded to another team, that does not mean that the players that were yellow carded, that got 2 yellow cards or red cards, are eligible to play the next match. It only means that the points are being given to the team, but you cannot release, you cannot erase the points that you gave to, that's the yellow card that you gave to the players. You only give it to the team. So that one is like a general, collective accomplishment or achievement. It doesn't reflect on individual. Now, they said no such law decision was made in this instance. So there was no decision. Constitutional responsibility and governing concerns. River G County expresses grave concern that action taken without established procedure have exposed the national county sport mean to reputational damage and potential legal liability. The decision that was made, it now exposed them. In that context, River G County formally called for administrative accountability. Administrative accountability not only affecting the organizing committee, but the entire Ministry of Youth and Sport. You are clear with it? Including a review of the conduct of the chairman of the organizing committee. A review of the chairman of the organizing committee, whose unilateral action departed from the requirement of transparency, collective decision making, and procedural regularity. The decision that was made by the organizing committee chairperson, who goes by the name Moton, was a unilateral decision. Notice of internal action. River G County hereby places the Ministry of Youth and Sport, the organizing committee, and relevant. I repeat, River G County hereby places the Ministry of Youth and Sport, the organizing committee, and all relevant authorities on formal notice, unless the rule of the competition are enforced as written. What are they trying to say? River G County is telling you that the rules that you have, the rules that the Ministry of Youth and Sport is working with, the Honorable Minister Ko Bangali, the organizing committee chair, the Deputy Minister of Youth and Sport, G. Andy Kwame, the rules, there are rules they have. Those rules should be enforced. Those very rules are the rules that govern the tournament, and they should be enforced without fear or favor. Now, unless the result of the county, unless the result of River G County for the Grand Cape Man County quarterfinal match is reviewed in accordance with Article 17, and unless the authorized clearance review, there's a release upon is formally repudiated, River G County will pursue all remedies available under the laws of the Republic of Liberia. That is, we stand in a position to not trigger any violence, but we will work in conformity with the law. What the law says, what River G County is going to stand by. We are very clear with this point, including judicial review, administrative action, such as ancillary relief, has may be advised. This notice is issued without prejudice or further rights or claim. Conclusion: River G County remains committed to national unitary sport, to peaceful resolutions of dispute within established institutions. peaceful resolution of conflict within reputable institutions. However, the rules of law supporting integrity, equal treatment of participants are not negotiable. You don't compromise the interests of anyone once you are being given that authority to perform. It happens in other counties, decision must be made. This matter now calls for a decisive law. This matter calls for a decisive law and transparent action in order to preserve public confidence in national sports governance. River G County, issued by River G County Sports Steering Committee, Chairman Josh Kennedy, 2026 National County Sports Meet. I thank you all.
You take 1 or 2 questions?
You're welcome to do so.
You making a statement, the protest result has not come on. Are you afraid of something?
No. We are not. The citizens of River G County, the people of River G County, the sports steering committee, our players, technical staffs, and our fans, both home and abroad, we are not afraid because we know and we are aware, and the entire nation is aware, even including the Ministry of Youth and Sport. They are aware that River G County is on the right trajectory. So why should we be afraid when we are in line with the law and we maintain our statement and we work through the legal process? The delay of this thing, this entire tournament, is a serious problem. It clearly shows that not everyone at the Ministry of Youth and Sport, but there are some elements at the Ministry of Youth and Sport who want to think otherwise, who want to place the decision probably in their private interest. As we quoted, that when you are a leader, spearheading sporting activities, you make decisions without fear and favor. Norfolk County experienced that in recent protests against Cape Mount. I don't even want to dignify that name. And there are other people as well that experienced that, other teams. Like you can remember, Benito Ure has been suspended for 5 years for other sporting malpractices, according to what I've been reading in the news. I still stand to be corrected, but I believe that it's factual. But wherever the case may be, we got no fear, absolutely no fear against our protest being filed. Although it has been delayed, we got issue, but we got no fear.
Okay. I'm sure you worry with the delay. It's after 5 on a Friday, the result has not come out.
Yeah, because it's like somebody traveling between 2 bikes. When you go so, you see a blockade. When you come so, you see a blockade. So why is the blockade? Why are they delaying? You got committing, and our protest is the only outstanding protest in this National County Sports Meet. So why should the minister along with his co-workers, the organizing committee, the protest committee, why should they be delaying of the protest? We filed the protest exactly in time. Why are they so afraid to make the decision? We want the decision. We want to see the outcome of the protest because we know our position. We study our position. If we file a protest, so we know that the result or whatever decision, resolution that will be made by the both committee will definitely be in our interest. We are clear and blunt with it.
Well, you are live on OKFM. A lot of people are watching. What have the protest committee said? When did they say they will release the protest result, given that we have just remaining games to the semi-final? What have they said to you?
Probably they have not been so very specific, and we expect them to be very specific to give us a time. We don't care about the venue. You can release the protest for anywhere. You don't even need to have a table to release let's say a result for a protest, right? But we are saying that they should be definite to tell at the time because we got supporters. Remember our county, the entire state, the entire Republic of Liberia is watching. So why are they delaying with the protest? People have had protests after 2 days they get result. After 1 day they got result. River G County filed in a protest and up to current, we have not gotten a result and the tournament is unfolding. That is complete injustice to River G County.
If the result goes the contrary, wherein you are not victorious as a result of the protest action, what will be the next step?
The first thing I will register in the mind of the country, we would believe that there is a serious manipulation. The rules are clear. You got 2 players that were yellow carded. Each of them received 2 yellow cards. You got a goalkeeper that was yellow carded. So what is the rule that tell you say the next game no players should play? Or because you and Lofa had issue and Lofa in the Ministry of Youth and Sport, not the Ministry of Youth and Sport specifically, but that's an arm of the Ministry of Youth and Sport because they are the protest committee. I want to end that.
Yeah.
The protest committee came and made a decision, and we specify in our protest that decision that was made was a unilateral decision. So we are not so respecting that decision because we believe that there is no rule attached, even according to their own rules. The fact is that when a case arrives, when issue arrives, and you know that your rules don't speak to that, what does their own rule says? You reflect that to the international rules, FIFA rules. Why are they not doing it in River G County?
Okay, so
if that protest result does not come in our interest, then we would believe that people are taking disadvantage of our county, probably because of our location or the size of our county population. That could be the reason.
Well, lastly, from my end, you specifically mentioned about a letter which you claim is purported under the signature of one Moton, and that has been Moton Kennedy, and that has been the reliance of Grand Kema, which they claim that there was this letter written to them notifying whatever decision that was earlier taken against them, given that the points that were awarded to Lofa County has been given to them. Was there anything talked about within the hearing with regards to that specific letter? Was the letter brought forth on the table?
The first and foremost thing is that when a critical decision or a very tactical decision is being made by a committee, that committee is an ad hoc committee. They were set up to have a specific job being accomplished, just like the way my colleagues and myself are. We steering the steering committee. So, strictly to them, when they are making decision in respect to the dispute between they and Grand Cape Mount County, the best thing they could have done is to put their rules. They have their own rules. But if they can find that in their rules, they reflect also the international rules. Which one of the international rules that says that when two teams, for example, I'm an Arsenal fan, and the other people got a team and the rest, but I also respect that. If Arsenal and Liverpool having dispute over goals, ineligible players, and the rest of it, which will tell you, say, when you award the points to Arsenal, I want to talk for Arsenal, you want to get a point to Arsenal, then mean Liverpool, then mean the player that sustain yellow card and red card, Arsenal team should say play. There is no rules to that. Okay, if you have a rule like that now, publish a rule, give us a rule. If you come up with a new policy in the same tournament, not extra tournament, when we were in La Liga or Premier League, we could say the leagues are different, got different rules. Premier League is in England, La Liga is in Spain. So we could say the rule and their doctrines and traditions of football and the rest of it, right? But you should be telling the other teams that from now on going, we have bats that have problems. River G County, we beat all of our games, beat nearly all of our games. So you could say, okay, River G County, there's a new rules, So even if you having that rule and you didn't tell us about the rule, and we go to the match and something different happened, then you come in to tell all the rules in the middle of the game, do you think we'll accept that? River G County will not accept that. You can't change the rules in the middle of the game. It's clear.
Kidman informed us that that letter allowing them to use the red colored player colors was issued January 2 in the chat room that you are part of, the county meet chat room. Did you see that? Didn't you see that?
No, it is not about me. It is about the other 15 counties. Yeah,
but you saw it.
Drop.
You saw that communication.
I can't remember if I've seen it and found, or if I saw it, whatever the case may be. But it is not about me specifically. It's about the 15 county. When you're coming up with a new decision, you just, what happened to Niba? What happened to Moxorada? What happened to Grand Crew? What happened to a few other counties that may not be able to need? So you share those letters to them so that they can be aware of the rules. But you can say, oh, whatever thing that happened, it happened at the qualifying stage or the preliminary stage. Now we are the quarterfinal, so we change the rule. So how did you change the rule? Or how do you want me to be aware if you don't tell me anything about the rules? Because it is the rules that govern the entire process. So that is the issue. That is just the issue.
We are hearing rumor that River G plan to block up just in case they're not satisfied with a decision.
Yeah, because the first thing is that, like we said in our press release, we believe in the law. So they will tell us which rules they use. What are their rules? What are their reliance? You must have a reliance. The law is not fight. It's not strength context. You really how tall you are or short you are.
You strongly
it's
believe
about the mind.
You strongly believe they want to play on River G?
Yeah, like I said, because of our geographical location should be one problem. The next thing could be because of our population. And they may have other reasons that I am not aware of. But we can allow that. We'll work in line with the law. The laws are meant to govern us. That is why it is been stipulated in Article 17 of their own rules that you don't take favor. They say the pleasure of all of the teams is non-negotiable. That is not because you, my brother, you interview or whatever way it may be, that because of that I'm going to get rid of you. Work in conformity with the law and have the process done, or you have the job done.
But while we await the result, do you think your lawyers adequately represented you?
We have very good lawyers. We have very good lawyers, very trained and professional lawyers. And away from the lawyers, we have other people who are informed to the subject matter. We got people that are informed to sporting activities, not just unique to Liberia, but internationally they are informed. So they will appraise us with the information, and we will work in conformity with the law. Because we are not going to say because we got someone that got experience, but we're going to work with what is being written. We can deviate from what is being written. We stick to what is being written, because what is being written is being agreed upon. That is why we call it law. The entire country agreed upon it, so it's a law.
All along it has just been a goalkeeper who was red carded. I'm getting information from you that there were other players who were on 2 yellow cards.
2 extra
Did
players.
you include that in your protest?
Of course, it was stipulated in our protest. We specify it, and their own rule. When you read their own rule, Article 24A, they say any player, I'm clear with it, just very clear. Article A. I don't know whether it's a section or what. Rule say at 24.1, let me just leave it that way. 24.1 says that when a player is being red carded twice in a single game, that player becomes ineligible to play the next match. And that is how it works. You wasn't Barcelona game, you wasn't Chelsea, you was the rest of the leagues. Bundesliga in Germany, the Spanish La Liga, the Premier League in England, and the rest of it. You watch them. That is the rules. And we've been following the rules.
Your team played Saturday.
Yeah.
Your last game, the protest result, may not go your way. What will you do?
We still stand by the protest. We still stand by our quest. The fact remains is that if the decision does not come out, doesn't come out, there's a likelihood that we may boycott tomorrow's game. Yes, we will definitely boycott tomorrow's game. That is, it means that we have been overlooked and our decision has not been taken seriously by the Ministry of Youth and Sport under the leadership of Ko Bangali. Ko Bangali is a lawyer. He understands the law very well. He's my big brother. I respect him very well. He's my big brother. We talk. There are a few times I can come here, we talk the rest of it. But we have to work in line with the law. This is not about brothership right now. It's about the law. So let us go for the law and see what is being written there. And let's work with what is being written there. Until in subsequent time when you want to change it, but let's work with what is there now. That is why we put in their own rules.
And a final word for citizens of River G County, they are anxiously anticipating the outcome of the protest.
Yeah. So what I want to say basically, do you have a question, sir?
No, go ahead.
So basically what I want to say to our supporters in River G County, in Montserrat County, and in the diasporas, remain confident. This decision, the result of the protest is in our interest. It's in the interest of River G County. River G County is going to win this. No one should be afraid to say because somebody got proximity with the current administration. That doesn't matter. This is football. Even the president is aware that this is football. Somebody must win or lose. But we must follow the rules. That's why we have one of the president that got a very vast experience. Plus 45 years plus, a very huge experience. So the president has that. We're going to work in line with the law. We are not going to fight. We're not going to be fighters. But we will work in line with the laws. Because we believe in the law.